We're live. Welcome back to Chaos. This is our first Chaos challenge that we're doing with ChatGPT. We're very big on AI and playing with it and trying to optimize as much of co-creation as possible. So this challenge is that we're trying to make an article about Web3 storage and well, definitely way, not really Web3, but essentially storage that works for us and remotely on the two ends of the world with all the video content that we have. So we're gonna co-write an article with ChatGPT, the three of us, in 20 minutes, and also we do need to figure out storage for ourselves for chaos. So this is a necessary step, but we also decided to make it a challenge. And we'd also really like to inspire more people to, well, play with AI because it's very useful and also to create more. So we'll continue this challenge into more of a, we want to make it seem more approachable, but we're also continuing this challenge and incentivizing more of this creation. So we're going to give away some NFTs for people who co-create, but more details about that later.
And in the meantime, there are 6 people watching this on Twitter right now, which is crazy.
Wait, give me where's the link? I'm gonna send it to
the link to the stream itself or the
yeah.
Okay, good question. Oh, that's also another thing that we're learning right now is this is our first time live streaming. We've tried unsuccessfully 3 times, I think. So this is the first time that we're able to do it for real.
Yeah, because it turns out you cannot actually live stream directly from YouTube, which took us about half an hour to discover last week. And in the meantime, I got the link for your Twitter post. So I'm gonna post it on our Lenster just for funsies.
All in the name of content distribution. We love a cross-platform moment and we love an experiment.
So yeah, I'm gonna post this also in our little chat group so that people who are in there can see it. Okay. Great. By the way, yes. So this is our first actual like legit live stream. It's so exciting. It took us about an hour to figure everything out with all the logins and everything. So it's kind of a lot, but at the end, like I'm like already red. I'm so excited.
I know. We're big on the screen now too, so everyone can see.
Everyone can see that I'm red. Awesome. Anyway, so okay. We should have started 3 minutes ago when we started the intro because it was perfect 3 p.m. at my place, like 00 hour. Now we should maybe start at 05 so that it's easy for us to track the time because we do want to make this challenge actually a challenge and do this in 20 minutes. So yeah, okay. My screen is the Chat GPT one. I'm going to be the one chatting with the bot, and LDF is sharing her screen where we are actually co-creating the piece. So we can also follow that along.
Yeah, so just also as part of this process, so we met like 2 days ago, I think, and just took a couple of notes so that we would have a little bit of direction for what we were feeding ChatGPT, and so that we had some semblance of like what the article that we're writing is supposed to say or do, so that we would have something valuable coming out of it that's not just the live stream itself. Because as entertaining as we are, it actually does take some time to put these things together. And so, yeah, we took a couple of notes here just about what we wanted to ask ChatGPT, gave ourselves a little bit of direction on what we're currently doing in terms of content creation and the tools that we're using to accomplish writing articles and making these videos and whatnot. So, yeah, we're going to, I think, probably like 30 seconds, and then we can get started with chatting. Do we have a first question in mind?
Yes. The first question is going to be how does storage work to have like a general understanding. Because as much as we are Web3 native, we do lack a lot of technical clarity in some aspects. And I also want to make sure that when we have this article, everybody who reads also has a basic understanding of like, okay, so if I upload a video to a drive or a cloud, where is that actually? And like who owns that? And, is that a server on my continent?
easy to ignore, and then annoying when you run out of storage on Google Drive immediately after like one video, and like have compression problems.
Yeah.
So it is 5. Should we get started?
Yes. Okay,
Let's-
first question. How does storage work? Oh, wait, I should have been more specific. That's so not specific. How does
Storage.
online? That was not a
Thinking
good move.
so
Okay.
hard. Storage is.
I'm sorry, little guy. I'm gonna
Wait.
refresh.
It actually did say digital data, which is interesting.
Oh, okay. So it knew what I wanted. Okay, let him think.
It was like you again. I remember you.
Online storage, also known as cloud storage, is a method of storing data on the internet instead of your personal computer or mobile device. This data is stored on remote servers that are managed by a cloud storage provider. When you want to access your data, you can do so from any device that has an internet connection by logging into your account with the provider. The provider takes care of maintaining the servers and ensuring that your data is safe and secure. Okay. What are server? Should we go deeper, or is this enough?
I feel like we need to go deeper. Yeah.
Uh,
I don't want to ask it about specific tools necessarily, but like,
I'm gonna ask about storage providers.
okay.
I'm like making so many typos. report on the stream. How many do we have?
How many typos?
How many viewers?
Oh, sorry. 5 viewers. I thought you meant typos. I was like, I don't know. I'm also realizing that it has not updated on Restream the whole time, which is annoying.
Oh, the viewer data or something else?
Yeah, the viewer data.
Mm.
Oh, YouTube is quite on time. There's 1 person watching on YouTube and 5 people watching on Twitter.
Amazing.
Pretty wild. Hello, friends.
Hello.
If you're in our Telegram chats, or if you hold any of the entities or any of the roles on the guild, you should join Telegram chat. Not that I'm necessarily checking it right now, but I feel like that's where we're going to post these most often.
Yeah, I just blurted our link in there. No scene yet. Also, it's pretty early for US time, like very much working hours, but it's fine. It's also a recorded stream, and the more important output is the video that we're going to make from it. Because, oh, yes, what we left out in the intro is that this isn't only going to be like a short piece, but it's also going to be a video that we create about the live streaming and how creating the content went down, kind of like very meta, but like content of creating the content. It's crazy, but I think it's going to be
make content out of making content, which makes content.
Yes. Okay, so we did get an answer.
Okay.
Which is that some of the most well-known providers are Google Drive, Dropbox, Microsoft OneDrive. These companies offer a range of storage plans that allow you to store different amounts of data depending on your needs. Otherwise, we could use, there's also Amazon, IBM Cloud, Object Storage, and Box. Many of these providers offer free storage for a certain amount of data, but may charge for additional storage for certain features. Okay, so to me, my cheap ass thinks that we could use all of these for the free ones.
I was gonna say, for context, like we have in here, obviously, we use already kind of, we haven't used Dropbox, but like we're already using Google Drive. We have been kind of using the storage solutions on each of these tools, but like I already ran out of space on CapCut and had to delete everything. I already ran out of space on some of these others. But yeah, we've been like using the native storage within some of these applications until we hit a max. And that happened with Google Drive very quickly. So yeah, what were the other two? Like if we did Google Drive, which is already maxed out, and Dropbox, And what's the other one?
I don't know. Other storage work. Wait, so we have to kick it off though, because time's running. We're already 5 minutes in. So like major, I'm just copy pasting everything.
Okay.
Because these were our questions. This is what we can use to then digest into the normal content that we want to have. By the way, when you're talking, you should make yourself big so we can see your pretty face. And when we edit the doc, make the doc bigger. So we can, whenever we're editing a video afterwards, it's also nicer in CapCut to, have like big resolution of the person that we should look at or the thing that we should be looking at. So
I just at your face, so I make your face big all the time.
Perfect. I will. Yeah, so we do have our this is good for, I feel like we do need an intro still, more about the goal. So expanding on our problem, or that, like what you just said, is that we already ran out of sharing our video files and for the editing, because both of us do editing. So whenever we record something, usually both of us, one of us makes like the long version of it, the other one makes like a short snippet trailer type of vibe, and then we also switch around with each content so we can both try ourselves at editing. So that is kind of our problem, is that we don't want to pay. Yes. And also that we run out of content in like 5 seconds, or run out of storage in like 5 seconds on cloud. Yeah.
Yeah, especially because we're still experimenting, right? We're not necessarily like YouTubers, we're not necessarily like making a podcast. We don't have like necessarily a set cadence of this is the video file that needs to come out of a stream like this. We might end up making an article, we might end up minting NFTs. Those get posted on a lot of different platforms. We need kind of short form. We're still playing around. And so we also don't want to overly commit to one storage solution, one editing software. So I think it's partially being able to share files with each other, like you said, to be able to edit, but also partially we don't want to lose the raw footage that we have just because we finished what might turn into a YouTube video. So yeah, I'm going to pull this back up again, but like we have a lot of different types of content that we're creating, and a lot of these kind of have different mixes of mediums, views, like just it's very collaborative in nature. So on that, like as we're kind of trying to come up with our ideal stack for storage and using GPT to help us get there, I feel like what should we follow up with on asking questions?
I feel like our next point right now, because I wrote our problem for the intro, I have our questions that we ask, which is basic knowledge about how does storage work online and what are the major providers for this. So the tools that we could be using. I think I might ask specifically for the tools. It might say the same thing, or like same companies.
One of the things that I find super interesting that we keep running into is the fact that all of these tools want us to be enterprises just because we want to share accounts or like have multiple seats. And it's like, no, I don't want the enterprise plan. I am not getting paid to do this. And I don't want to pay $50 to $100 a month for storage on my live stream that has 9 viewers right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not an enterprise. Stop.
We do want to share, but we're not a IPO'd company. Okay, so we gave us kind of the same advice on the tools. So I think we got that covered. And we're 10 minutes in, so we got to pick it up. Our next point is our needs for sharing files for co-creation. What does a collective who co-create video content, because files are okay, like Google Docs do us a great service, Telegram does a great service for us for notes and everything,
Yep.
Notion is fine. We both already have accounts, I think. Maybe I already have pay. I don't know if I pay for Notion. Maybe
Oh,
like probably not. Also, they made more things free. This is good news this week, that they like opened up a lot of new features from the paid to the free. Anyway, so what our needs are for co-creating mostly the video content, because that's the pain.
Yeah. And
This
even when we were like looking stuff up, like I looked up YouTube videos of creators who, but they're using like external hard drives, and like we need again to share them across the world so that we can work on them at the same time. Yeah, I wonder how specific this is even going to be able to get, to your point, because we're trying to skirt the what it wants us to do is pay for more services.
yeah.
I wonder if the solution is going to end up being like, yeah, trying to use all of them.
Yeah, maybe. Could you put the typing up, or should we just converse? Actually, I think for one of the points that we really want is not lose quality of the video. So like the resolution should not be, oh, this is cool setup. Yay. Okay. So we don't want quality loss.
Yeah,
No limited or small, like no compression.
that's a really good point. Yeah.
And then another one is we do want like equal access to it. So for example, what Google allows us to do is both of us, well, we share the account, so it's fine. We can just share the password since there's no like identity solution to both of us share it normally. What else do we need? A really big amount of like
Yeah, I was gonna
speed.
say. Yeah, but even that, like, I'm willing to compromise on to not pay. You know?
Okay. Okay, so then that's actually not a need. We're patient. We're just
Yeah.
poor. Okay. Free. So it should be free.
Like, don't you dare show me a subscription,
No.
please.
And also we also need it to not like we need the content to live there for a year
Oh,
at least, or even more. Um, maybe longevity is a good word for that.
mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah, because this is like it again, it's less about our need. Well, it is about our needs right now, but it's more about the limiting factor of if we don't get this in place now, we can't we would love to be able to record our screens all the time and have a bunch of raw footage, and every time we get on a call have that be recorded.
Yeah.
Like we're only exponentially wanting to record more things. So already running out of storage is a problem.
Yeah. So we do have, of course, we have like a Google Cloud account. It's 15 gigabytes, and we ran out of it in less than 2 weeks with like 6 screen recordings. So it's not sustainable for us. We need to find something else. So I think these are good needs.
Yeah.
What we don't need is the speed that we're willing on compromise that we're willing to compromise on. So let's look into more of the stack, see what we would like. We already know Google Drive, so we don't have to look into that. Let's look into Dropbox
Mhm.
and Microsoft OneDrive. You know what would be fun if somebody watches this and they're like,
You
a
should
DevOps
use
person.
this.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is a perfect solution for you guys. And we're like,
You're like,
oh.
shut up. Actually, that happened in I saw Austin like the the tweet with the live stream. But I posted complaining about YouTube not being able to
Live stream.
co-stream, and they were like, "Yeah, use Restream. Like, what are you doing?" And I was
Yeah, I
like,
know.
"Oh, I didn't even know this existed."
Um, should we also look into, wait, what are you looking into right now?
I can look into whatever you want me to look into.
Okay, pick one. I'll look into Dropbox. That seems friendly.
Okay.
Should I also change my screen somehow? The
I
one
know,
that
I was
I'm
gonna
sharing?
say I might
Yeah.
add another tab into this.
Mm-mm-mm.
Wow,
I
these
can't.
I appreciate these 2 viewers that are really hanging on with us here. This is not the most compelling content in the
I
world.
know. It's fine. Hello, guys. The edited down video is going to be much more fun. And also we have 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
It's not looking good. We're
Wait, which
failing.
one are you looking? Which one am I supposed to be looking up?
The Microsoft OneDrive. Okay, where's the plan? Solutions,
Free account.
pricing.
Love to see that. I said create free account. Love to see that. These plans and pricing. Oh,
okay,
God.
free plan on Dropbox is only 2 gigabytes. That sucks.
This is 5 gigabytes for free plan.
Okay, so Google's the best one for now. Okay, let me see the other plans.
Actually, these subscriptions are not terrible. Like when I see $19.99 and $69.99 and $99.99, I think it's a month, but it's a year.
It's wait, 69 for a year?
The best whatever. The one that they're trying to get me to do is the $69 a year is for 1 terabyte of cloud storage.
Okay. So Dropbox
And the $99 a year is 6 terabytes of cloud storage. That's pretty good.
Wait, what was this? What was the last one?
It's $99 a year for 6 terabytes of cloud storage.
Okay.
I nod my head like I know what that means, but like it sounds like a lot.
Well, I know what my computer size is, and that's more, I think.
Is it? I don't think so. I think the MacBooks are usually like 1 or 2 terabytes, right?
Yeah, but you're saying 6, no?
6 terabytes, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. So there's a maybe this is not a better option. I can't really count. Wait a second. So there's a solution on Dropbox or a package that is 2 terabytes for $10 a month. So that's more than
$20 a year. Yeah, Microsoft is better.
Yeah.
$100 for 6 terabytes sounds like really good.
Okay, that's okay. Then I'm good.
Also, again, I think it's so fun. We are so stingy, and then we spend that on gas in like literally half a second without even blinking. Like I'm ridiculous. I'm like, oh, 4 for an NFT today that Jihad sent me, like 0.25 ETH, no problem. Like $100 for 6 terabytes of storage. How dare you?
For all of our valuable quality content. We're like 100? No. Okay. Is it just us and Sass?
Probably.
Okay, so from our solutions, okay, let's have some notes. Let's put down some notes about this. So Google Drive is, we know, 15 gigabytes free.
We never even looked into the page, did we?
Yeah, should we?
We were just annoyed that it ran out of storage.
I know. Can you Google it and then take notes about what we found about the other ones?
Yeah. It's not Google Cloud storage.
6 terabytes. That's pretty good. How? Was it 9?
What's that? Is it Google One? What is that?
I don't know. Google Cloud Storage. Wait, let me also search that.
Also, seriously, if you're watching this stream right now live, like please message us and tell us so that we can do something for you. Because there have been 2 people this whole time and I don't know who they are and it's bothering me.
GG.
Yeah, they're the homies.
Yeah. Wait, okay, so cloud storage pricing. Here's the pricing. Okay.
Yeah, we're on the same page, but it's like so confusing. What is this?
What? South Carolina?
Also, again,
Whoa.
we hate SaaS, right? And we're like, oh, I don't want a subscription, like charge me based on use. And then they give me a
Yeah.
chart like this to calculate usage. And I'm like, no,
No.
no, I don't know what this is.
Why is this not friendly? Okay, this is messing with me. But I remember, okay, there has to be something else. I remember getting an offer. Um, wait, no, this is okay. Hear me out. This is what we always complain about. This is what we want. Pay for what you use with no lock in.
That's what I'm saying. Like I complained and then I'm like, wait, but I don't know what this means in terms of pricing.
Okay. Do we just write it off as an A? Europe. Okay. Wait, but also how much is this? Okay, so it's $5.5.
Math is so hard.
But is this per year or?
I have no idea.
Oh my God. Okay, so conclusion, Google Drive.
Is it? Do we have a conclusion? Is there a winner?
Okay. So we have to compromise something. I cannot figure this out, how much this is.
And part of
right
me
now.
just wants to do the 6 terabytes.
Yeah, so the thing is our compromise could be creating a lot of Gmail accounts and using 15 gigabytes and segment our storage like crazy for free, or just
Honestly,
pay
I feel like it's worth the $100 a year to not do
that. Or pay 100 and then have a ton of storage. But that requires that's conviction from our side. If you're paying that, what happens if I don't pay it anymore? Does it just disappear?
Yeah, it's a yearly subscription.
And then if I don't pay,
oh, I don't know.
One day it just disappears?
I don't know.
What happens?
But it's yeah, God. I mean, if we split it, it's $4 a month. I think
which sounds okay.
We're so
okay,
ridiculous.
Oh my God. Ooh, okay, update. We already failed the challenge because it's been 23 minutes now.
Okay. Well, on the bright side, I feel like we're coming around from our hatred of SaaS.
Yeah. So maybe Microsoft OneDrive could be the solution.
This article is going to be riveting.
I know. I don't know what we thought, but it sounded cool when I formed it as a challenge because the point of this would have been to use ChatGPT a lot and essentially have it write most of our content and we just edit what it writes. But at the end of the day, half of it was us coming up with our needs and then making a decision.
Which is AI can't do that yet.
No, and it takes 10 minutes apparently, which is not a lot of time, but when we have a 20-minute challenge, it is. So
well, to be fair, I think the challenge idea was great. The ChatGPT addition to it was great. And I think we just need a new topic next time that we actually care about and that we want to write about.
Okay.
So we do another challenge.
So there's one more point that we wanted to do, which was our goal, is to find an optimal solution for that. But I think that was just kind of like picking one.
I know.
So it's not like an optimal solution. The optimal solution is just us paying for SaaS.
Well, I think we kind of decided that we were gonna pick one storage solution so that we can use all these other tools, right? Like it's almost like platform lock-in for a storage provider so that we don't have to use the piecemeal additions to all these other platforms that we're trying out. I think that is kind of the optimal solution. So I think that's fair.
Okay.
And
So
I think
this,
we can make a very short article out of this that has a little graphic that's like OneDrive or whatever we picked. I don't even remember. and then and then all the tools that are on top of that. I think that's fair.
okay, I'm taking notes of this. So we do have a conclusion, and then we can just edit this, and then just publish because it is fun though. Um, should we do another one?
I think
What
we
do
should.
we? What else did we want to record today? I think we
The
could.
journey. The journey one.
Which? Oh, the. Oh yeah, the like engagement flow slash quest.
Which I think this is a good way of doing it because again, there's one person who's been hanging out here who's still watching this stream for some reason, and I want to reward them. Show yourself.
This is so sad that we will never know. Also, it's kind of beautiful. Like if you want to stay anon, or just like
I know that's why I want to be able to like do it without knowing, but right now I have no way of doing that. And so tell me.
mm,
Aw, Austin. Send a little chat.
okay. So moving from this, should we start a new live stream or just continue this one? Okay, let's have a closing. We always forget
Okay, yeah, you're right.
like an ending. Um, so we failed the challenge. We didn't finish it in 20 minutes. It's been 27 right now. And we do have our notes. We do have about like 80% of the article ready. We just need to like edit it up to be nice. It's a short one. It is more about discovery of storage solutions and us making a decision of picking one. We couldn't actually find a very optimal way of storing it other than paying for SaaS, which is tragic. So yeah, I think what we'd like to do is just inspire to co-create with ChatGPT. Although the point of this stream was supposed to be that, but I feel like we went off trail of that. So we'll do another one, and we'll figure out a pitch for how we want to how we want to reward you if you also do something similar like this, and work with a lot of internet tools and experiment and be creative. So see you later on that one.
To be fair, I think we tend to maybe we're just a little ambitious, but like we did 3 things at once, right? We did our first live stream, we did a challenge, and now we have the content to come out of this as an article and a video and also a live stream. So like
Yeah.
2 successes and a loss, I'll take it.
Okay, true. You're right. But we also do have to be, I feel like this is our superpower of optimism. Like that's when we talk about optimizing co-creation, our output is one of that. And like we have to make this the standard that we have the most amount of content possible out of our hour and a half of rambling and then going live and figuring out how to go live and then rambling on live. So we're good.
Hey,
We're
that's
good.
what editing is for. You can cut that.
True.
I
Cutting
love
back on. Ooh, I'm gonna be super curious how this records our audios because this was
it.
one of our problems with the screen records and everything, and this is what Riverside solved for us, but it also didn't really because it messed up your audio last time. So I'm gonna be curious to see how this records our screens and audios and how can we export that.
That's a good yeah. And like if it gives separate tracks, because that was
Yeah,
the one really nice thing about Riverside.
yeah. That it gave tracks for your own recording and voice, and same for me, and then the shared one. It was really cool.
I like it. But look how pretty this background is.
I
So
know. We could have a chaos branded one for next
I
time.
know I was gonna say I'm already kind of thinking about one with the chaos in the side and the little
And our
emojis.
handles and everything. The chaos handles.
So big time.
I know. We have a long way to go. We have to learn. All this
We've made a
branding.
lot of progress so far. So
Yeah, I think
uh,
so. Okay,
okay.
so should we start a new live stream for the engagement flow and quest map?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so that it's
Okay.
a different saving on YouTube. And thank you one viewer who stayed us for the whole time, although it might just be our own accounts.
Thank you, self.
Okay, see you
Okay.
later.